When this started out, it was very obvious that we were trying to find a good contractor, but it was also important that we find someone that we could trust as a business partner and someone that we really felt understood our goals and values. And 8 years ago, we interviewed 10 groups, and Graham rose to the top right away.
We hadn't worked with Graham very much in the recent past. They really stood out through their passion for having a partnership. And as we talked to them more, we just felt like there was a really strong cultural fit with Graham.
As we looked at different companies and had a chance to interact with people, it was very clear very quickly that the company that we fit with was Graham Construction. The service part of this relationship, it's been better than any construction partner relationship that I've ever had.
Working with Graham, when they tell you they're going to do something, that's how it's going to be. They know when they're successful, we're successful. They're very honest. When Graham tells me what our costs are, I believe him 100%.
Everybody involved has been first class with Graham. We knew that if Graham could work in a hospital and the sensitive environment there, that this would probably be easy for them. We just didn't interrupt the employees that were still in the building trying to work, only maybe a floor away, and most of the time they didn't know what was going on.
When you have a building like this, you can't stop school for a year. You've got to be able to operate and continue to build. They really thought deeply about how to make that work. It was clear to us that if they made a promise that you could have surgery next door while construction was going on, they met that promise. And we figured if you could take care of those folks who were in great need while you were working around them and not interrupt that process, we were confident that that was going to happen here. And it did.
When they were selected as our general contractor, and I made this announcement to one of my board members, he said immediately, Bob, you just bought integrity. And he was right.
Treating the customer fairly, giving the customer what he's looking for. It's not just the Graham mentality, it's the mentality that I think all customers want. I find Graham is one of the most honest contractors that I've ever worked with.
Would I recommend Graham to my peers in the industry? Absolutely. They have done a fantastic job. We've been nothing but pleased with the work that Graham has done in the building.
There's no question. You ask anybody in our staff, we recommend Graham Construction without qualification and with enthusiasm.
Would I recommend Graham to my peers? I do all the time. Graham does such a fine job for us. Why would you even look somewhere else?
They talk about building what's important to us. It's just as important to them, and that's the piece that I've just been amazed at with this company.